to pass. The structure we're looking at is referred to as the Norman Tower. This was the gate the pilgrims would have entered into the Abbey grounds and then making their final journey through the west front as we described before. And the long street up ahead would have been much wider and the pilgrims would have processed down there and through the Abbey gate. You can see it's on a much lower level. There's sort of about 1.5 to 2 metres below the level that we're on now. Any idea why that is, Billy? No, that's because it's been built up because in the old days all the water would have run down here and this would have been flooded a lot. So if you were stood there now, it would probably be over your head with water. So thankfully we've built it up and now we're stood in as a few shallow puddles. If you'd like to just swing round to your right now, ladies and gents. We can't leave this area, can we, without possibly mentioning the wonderful cathedral that you can see to your front. We talked about in the Abbey it being built on the site of 2 old churches, and one of those churches was the Church of Saint Denis, which later, when it was rebuilt here, was renamed St James. And the portion that you can see directly in front of you was the original part. The front of that being built by John Wastell, a famous architect who designed the King's College Chapel in Cambridge. Really worth a look inside. In later years, so towards the end of last century, the 1960s, the rear end of the nave was put on, and in this century, believe it or not, I know it doesn't look like it, we put on the wonderful Millennium Tower, and for those of you who are fortunate enough, you will be taken up the tower by a local guide called Steve Moody, who runs a wonderful tour.
How do you spell Gold Star?
You can hear the music playing for us. This is now the Suffolk's Cathedral for the Diocese of Ipswich and Bury St Edmunds. It's where the bishop's seat is officially, although the bishop actually lives in Ipswich in the Bishop's Palace. It's actually run by a dean on his behalf, but the bishop will come over and do the ceremonies. Okay, we're going to go now down the right hand of the 2 roads behind you, and we'll have a look at what looks like a derelict building, but it's the charnel house. Really interesting.